Imagine two friends, same age, same income, same starting amount. $20,001 buys a rental property. The other invests in the stock market. Fast forward 30 years. One of them is a millionaire. The other is barely keeping up. But here's the part no one tells you. It's not the one most people think. And the reason why will completely change how you think about building wealth. Here's the problem most Americans face. You've got some money saved up, maybe $10,000. Maybe $20,000. You're starring at two paths. Path 1, buy a property. Be a landlord, build equity. Path 2, open a brokerage account. Buy stocks. Let it grow. Everyone has an opinion. Your uncle says real estate is the only real wealth. Your coworker says the stock market made him rich. But nobody is showing you the actual math. And without the math, you're just guessing. Guessing with your money, that's dangerous. Because the wrong choice right now could cost you hundreds of thousands of dollars over your lifetime. Not kidding. Stay with me here. Here's what makes this even more urgent. Time is your most powerful asset. Every year you delay picking the right investment path, you lose compounding. And compounding is the closest thing to a money cheat code that actually exists. Most people don't know this. A 25-year-old who invests today will end up with twice as much as a 35-year-old who invests the same amount, twice the money, just by starting 10 years earlier. So the question isn't just real estate or stocks. The question is, which one should I start right now? Let's find out. Part 1. Setting up the real comparison. Let's start with a fair comparison. Both investors have $20,000 to start. Real estate investor uses $20,000 as a down payment on a $100,000 rental property. Stock market investor puts $20,000 directly into an S&P 500 index fund. Same starting money. Different paths. Let's run the real math. Part 2. The real estate side. Real estate sounds simple. Buy a house, rent it out, collect money, get rich. But let's look at what actually happens. Your $100,000 property appreciates, meaning it grows in value, at about 3–4% per year on average. That's the national historical average. So after 30 years, your $100,000 home is worth roughly $243,000. Not bad. But wait, we have to talk about something most YouTube channels skip: the hidden costs of real estate. Property taxes, roughly 1% of value per year. That's $1,000 every year. Just to own it. Maintenance and repairs, average 1–2% of property value annually. Insurance, another few $100s per year. Vacancy, the months when no one is renting it. Property management, if you hire someone, that's 8–12% of your rent. And if you have a mortgage on that $100,000 property, you're paying interest too. Here's where it gets interesting. After factoring in all these costs, most rental properties net, meaning actually put cash in your pocket after expenses, around 5–8% return per year on your actual invested money, not on the full property value, on your down payment. So on your $20,000 down payment, a solid rental property might produce a net 6% annual return. After 30 years, your $20,000 turns into roughly $115,000+ the equity in the home, which brings your total closer to $200,000, $250,000. That's real money. But let's see what the other guy did. Part 3. The stock market side. The stock market investor put $20,000 into an S&P 500 index fund. The S&P 500 tracks the 500 biggest companies in America: Apple, Amazon, Microsoft, Google, all of them. And here's the surprising statistic. Over the last 100 years, the S&P 500 has returned an average of about 10% per year, even through crashes, even through recessions, even through wars. 10% per year on average. So what happens to $20,000 at 10% per year over 30 years? $20,000 becomes $349,300 and $49,000 from the same $20,000. No dollars. Tenants calling at midnight. No broken toilets, no property taxes, no vacancy headaches, just growth. But wait, this isn't the full picture. Most people don't know this. The stock market investor can also keep adding money every month. Let's say they invest just $300 a month after their initial $20,000. 300 a month is less than most car payments. After 30 years at 10% average returns, that's over $690,000, almost $700,000 from $20,000 and $300 a month. Part 4. Wait, real estate has a secret weapon. Hold on. Don't write off real estate yet, because real estate has something stocks don't. It's called leverage, and it's incredibly powerful. Here's what leverage means in simple terms. When you put $20,000 down on a $100,000 house, you're controlling $100,000 worth of an asset with only $20,000. That's 5x leverage. So when the house appreciates 4%, that 4% growth is on $100,000, not on your $20,000. You made $4,000 in equity growth. On a $20,000 investment, that's a 20% return on your actual money. No stock in the world does that consistently. But there's a catch. Leverage works both ways. If the market drops, you lose big too. Remember 2008, home values dropped 30–50% in some cities. People lost their entire down payments and still owed the bank money. So leverage is a double-edged sword. It can make you rich faster or wipe you out faster. Part 5. The real answer: it's not what you think. So what's the winner? Here's the truth that nobody talks about. There is no winner, and there is no loser. The real secret is this: the wealthiest Americans don't choose between real estate and stocks. They use both. Here's the actual breakdown of how rich people build wealth, according to the Federal Reserve Survey of Consumer Finances. The median net worth of Americans who own both stocks and real estate is 7 times higher than those who only own one. 7 times. Let that sink in. The game isn't real estate versus stocks. The game is using both together. Here's how to think about it. Stocks give you liquidity. That means you can sell them fast if you need cash. Real estate gives you leverage and cash flow. Stocks are passive. Zero work after you invest. Real estate takes time and energy, but rewards you more per dollar in some cases. Here's the smartest strategy most people ignore. Start with stocks when you're young. Put your money into index funds. Build your liquid wealth first. Low risk, low maintenance, high growth over time. Then, once you have enough equity and income, add real estate as a second engine. Use the wealth you built in the market as your down payment. Now you've got 2 engines running, and your wealth starts growing from 2 directions at once. Part 6. The biggest mistake beginners make. Most people do it backwards. They buy a house first because it feels like a real investment. They overextend. They become house poor. Money is locked in the walls of their home, and they have nothing left to invest in anything else. Don't be that person. Here's the order that actually works. Step 1. Build an emergency fund. 3 to 6 months of expenses. Step 2. Max out your 401k at work, especially if your employer matches. A 401k is just a retirement account where your money grows tax-free. Free money if your boss matches. Step 3. Open a Roth IRA. You can contribute $7,000 per year. A Roth IRA is another retirement account. You invest after-tax money now, but you never pay taxes on the growth. Never. Step 4. Invest extra cash in a regular brokerage account. S&P 500 index funds. Step 5. Only then consider real estate when you're financially stable and ready. Most people don't know this order. Now you do. Part 7. The math that changes everything. Let's go back to our 2 friends. Friend A puts $20,000 in real estate only. After 30 years, approximately $200,000 to $250,000 net. Friend B puts $20,000 in stocks only, adding $300 a month. After 30 years, approximately $690,000. Friend C, the smartest one, does both. Starts with $20,000 in stocks, adds $300 a month for 15 years. After 15 years, they've got roughly $150,000 saved. They use $30,000 of that to buy a $150,000 rental property. Keep the rest in stocks. After another 15 years, their stock portfolio, around $350,000 their dollars real estate equity, around 180,000 total. 530,000 and they've been collecting rent the whole time. That's the power of combining both strategies. Let's bring it all together. Real estate average annual appreciation, 3-4% S&P 500 average annual return, around 10% stocks win on pure return numbers. Real estate wins on leverage and cash flow. But the real winner is the person who uses both. Start with stocks when you're young, build stable wealth with index funds, add real estate when you're financially ready, max your 401k and Roth IRA first. Always. The math doesn't lie. Time in the market beats timing the market. And diversification beats everything. If this video helped you see money differently, smash that subscribe button. Every day I reveal money secrets that your school never taught you. This stuff should be required curriculum. But it's not, so I'm doing it for free. See you next day.